Canner Universe, it's Canner Tip Tuesday, and we are fresh off of Winter Cane Immersion 2023. Go to the social media, go on Facebook there, you'll see our post, but just it's always special when we get together with caners worldwide. Today, in this segment, gonna go over another popular cane defensive maneuver, why we don't use it in ACSD, and how we can make it better. And it's specifically tied into American cane boxing. And from here on, we'll be moving into the new season. But listen, before we do any of this, have you already availed yourself of the two free resources? The first one is the no-cost Cane Clarity Call. That's where we jump on the phone with you. You're going to text the letter CCC to 305-745-7839 in less than 24 hours. Staff and I will be on a phone call with you, listening to you to learn what it is that is important to you, why it is that you're attracted to the cane, answer every question that you might have, and more importantly, show you and give you a plan as to how you can actually get cane trained wherever you are in the world, even if you don't have a certified instructor in your area. And then number two, we do have a Facebook group that is open to the public. It's a private group, but if you request entry, they will let you in. Look at the description below. It's called Cane Flow. Request entry, they'll let you right in. So listen, in American cane boxing, the 2-3-2 sequence, right? Those 2-3-2 drills, which are the hub in the first level. Caners come in from all over, and that's part of what they need to learn. There's something in there called spring, and spring looks something like this, and then there's an exclamation mark followed by a couple more strikes, and that's done in a sequence. That spring is the alternative, and it's not just it's just a way that we do it, to this move. And I'm going to bring in newly certified ACB coach, Doc Stoll. What a treat to have him here. Congratulations on that. He graduated, and now he completed his coaching certification here at the headquarters, and he is ACSD California. Let me show you what I'm referring to, whether it be a midline strike that's coming in, this kind of thing. Throw it with the other hand, Doc, coming in, pop. Maybe it's coming in with a tool in here, so we're gonna use a drone for this, but maybe something that's coming overhead. And you see this a lot, and you say, Joe, what's wrong with coming up here? Well, you're gonna have to go back to, if you go to why I put this thing together, the main concern initially was dealing with knife attacks. That's number one. And number two, every ACSD caner will tell you, was multiple assailants. So coming over the head and committing towards it, it may be solid. You may feel pretty good with this, but look at the openings all over on the side. I'm not good with it. I don't like it if somebody else is coming over here. Now it's a long move to come down, or even when you're doing this, right? I've seen that. With this spring, it looks, you're dealing with it, number one, from here, and you're going to do this, and if we tilt the camera down, we tilt that camera, I'll show you the back foot. It comes off, so here's what I want you, we call it spring because you're gonna have to spring into action. You're gonna deflect and immediately come right back in what I refer to as an exclamation mark, which is that number two. Think of a fighter over here. They're so committed, pulled in, you let that punch go, but he's so committed that he's right there for your counter right. That's your number two in the ACB numbering sequence. And that's how we do it. So I'll give you a visual here, Doc, first, just with a punch, a strike without the cane, something that's coming in. So if I'm dealing, boom, it snuck up on you. You didn't have time. It's close quarters. That's why we have that 32, right? You're going from here to here, boom, and you deflect it up. And once you deflect that cane up, Doc, pop. Now you can sneak in right here. But we're not so committed. Look at the difference in that. Look at the difference in where you're letting this go. The other thing is that you're moving it here. You can move it here. It's a little bit different. Spring is more about having that come up in here. If I didn't have my cane, essentially what you're doing is just letting that go and then coming right back, and you have this movement here. Now, In this immersion, we also, and we're going to be featuring a lot more, Maestro Reese's Sobrevivencia system. And he works with light canes. There's a reason for that. Sometimes the canes might be shorter. And there's a difference so that you never get that confused. Bring the tool, Doc. You say, well, doesn't he? No. The reason you would put this out here is because if I'm dealing here and you put anything out here, the tendency is to want to come to take this out. And what he does is move to the inside once you commit. So this kind of baits you in when you see it coming, but he never stays in there. That's very different also than this movement. So I'm giving you two alternatives to doing this. One is ACB's spring, right, to get out of there to come back in, which comes in a wave. The motion is a wave to deflect and then come on in. That's one way to do it. The second way to do it, and it's the way that you see it in the Sobrevivencia, those of you that are, is to come on in. And a lot of times you won't even make the contact here. It's to come in, and now you're so in that you're so committed. I've occupied the space and you're in. And listen, if you like, he did a special presentation here as a bonus. I've been featuring him for about 13 years now on our immersions. If you like that, then mark your calendars, because in September, that Fall Cane Immersion 2023 is the first time ever that he will be offering here in our Fall Cane Immersion the Level 1 Sobrevivencia certification. Caners are already enrolling. Those who came last year and have seen him, those who left here now said, hey, I'm reserving my spot. And so we're opening registration is open. If you're not familiar with, if you've never come down, I prefer to have a conversation always first with you. Take us up on that CCC. Text those letters CCC to 305-745-7839. And let's have a conversation first. If you want to talk specifically about what's going to be happening here in September and you think you might have an interest in that, text FALL, F-A-L-L 2023 to the same number, 305-745-7839. And we'll give you the details. We just want to make sure that that is a good fit for you, tell you what it entails, and give you all the information, because you're not going to find it there. This one in particular coming up in September, we're probably closing it out soon. No, it's not a tactic to get you in. It's the first one that's ever been done at that level. And when you have, the more caners you have, then it's a different type of certification. He's going to be running that. I have to be translating for him. That takes time. And so if you're working with a smaller group, then it's a lot easier to do it that way. And any question that you have before you enroll in any program, before you go to CSDU, before you do anything, let's make sure that you're getting what you want, and text those letters. Give us a call at the headquarters. We're at 800-289-8188. We love talking to you there. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Keep caning. Stay safe.